All right, so let's look at filling up an array in a different way without like creating or telling it how big it is. So let's see, public. What am I doing? Class fill array. This is something that you should like be super quick at, and then you get the format correct. So don't screw it up. All right. So what do I want to do? I want to say let's create an array of integers, but I'm going to do it in a different way. So I'll say int. I'll create my array. I'm telling it it's going to hold integers, and I'm telling it it's also an array. And then I'll just say numbers. And this time, instead of going new int and then telling it the size 3, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use curly braces and just put stuff in it. So I'll put in the numbers 1, 2, 3. I think this will create an array of size 3 already, so it'll recognize the size because there are 3 things here, and it'll put this with index 0, this with index 1, this with index 2. So if I print it out, system.out.println, this is what I mean by messing around. So like you should be playing around with creating an array and see how it works. This is how I'm like what I'm talking about in class when I say create a small little program that like just uses this so you can figure out how it works. I want to try and print out this number 2. And the way I would try and do that is by saying numbers. Well, that's in index 1 because remember arrays start out with the index of 0. So this would be in the 0th position, the 1 position, and the 2 position. There is nothing in the 3 position, so if I tried to do that, I would get a compile error. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. It should print out the number 2. Run. 2. Beautiful. So that's how you can also create an array. Just by using those curly braces. It works with strings as well. If you said string here, then you just put like words, hello, and that would be in the first spot. You can't mix stuff yet. There's a way, we'll learn that later, how you can put different things inside an array, but that's completely different. So we'll get there. So that's another way to create an array. Also, there's a function that you can use for arrays, and it's .length. So if I wanted to say, let's see, system.out.println, and usually it's a good idea to use some words. I should have used some words there, but this is what I want to say. The length, that's not how you spell length, of numbers, that array is, and then I'm going to put in the name of the array, numbers.length, and then it will figure out the length and it'll print it out here. So this will change to however long this is, and it should be 3 because there are 1, 2, 3 things in this. So then we can go, yeah, I think that'll work. Compile, and let's run it. The length of the numbers array is 3. If I change this, this will automatically change. So if I put in another thing, let's just do 85. Then this should print out 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, because there are 4 things. Compile, close. Is 4. So it figures out the size of the array, the length of the array. This is super useful because once you if you change stuff here, you don't have to change this. It automatically figures out the size of this. So that's something that you can use in your for loops for your condition while the index is less than numbers.length. That way you never run past your array. But there you go. That's figuring out the size of your array, and I'm done with this.